Hey guys.
Dan, we are so happy to hear your voice. Dan,
please excuse the moron next to me.
we glad. We glad you're here.
I was kind of wanting to see those snowman pajamas when you guys went live on YouTube, but
I'm next to him. No, you do not.
You know what, Dan? It's anything for a laugh. You know, because I wanted the whole outfit, and it's hard to get these guys in a good mood. They drive in together. Tommy drives in with Felix. They say they drive separately. I don't know what they were doing. Because Tommy's dressed in Batman. Felix looks like he's dressed like Robin. And he's got holes in his jeans. I don't know what that's about.
Whatever. Actually, to be honest...
Hey, with great power comes great responsibility.
That's it. When you're out all night fighting the Penguin and the Joker, I mean, come on. But we did ride in together. Felix was driving. I was in the back of his truck waving an American flag. It was quite the sight to see on the freeway.
In a Batman shirt.
In a Batman shirt. With a mask. I left the mask in the car. Actually, I lost it on the freeway.
You know what? People are going to know what you look like now because you don't have your Outsider Tackle Box hat on today.
It took you all show to realize that? Yeah, no, I forgot it.
You forgot it. Of course you did. You know, you forget things coming to your show.
In all due respect, you're lucky I'm here. So there you go.
Yeah, you say that jokingly, but it is the truth. Dan, I've had to do a couple shows on my own. And because this guy forgets he has a radio show and podcast, and there's no waking him up when there's just not.
Dead to the world, bud. I'm like a bear. I just hibernate.
Oh man!
There you go.
Thanks for everything that you do, Dan. Let's introduce the show. The idea behind the show is to spread happiness to the world through the joys of fishing. Yep. Dan was on the show a couple weeks ago, and quite active on our I'm an Outsider group, and we made Dan a admin on the show, and so he's the one that's doing a lot of the posting for the Outsider group. So thank you, Dan. We appreciate you more than you know.
Happy and appreciative of everything that you're doing, bud.
And we got most of our callers came from everything that Dan had done this week. So we sent out we're trying to feature the grab bag. That was Tommy's idea, which is kind of a flop. I'm kidding, Tommy. But we sent you I'm a grab bag. We sent you a grab bag, and that's actually what we sent out this month. And so,
did you get that bag already, or?
It is probably sitting at my house.
Okay.
I work in North Dakota, live in Montana, so it's probably sitting there. I did see an email that you guys sent something. So.
Okay, yeah. We sent you a little gift.
Yeah, so, I mean, if you could take a picture of it, and we'll show people what it is that we're giving away.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
And we do have a couple of things going on right now. Mm-hmm. We on OutsiderTackleBox.com, we're giving away free stuff. There's a couple of ways to enter. Just click on the button on our website. It says free stuff, and you can about 5 ways to enter.
Yep.
And so there's no purchase necessary, and we're not sponsored by any of those social media platforms, nor any of the products in the box. This is we're solely responsible for the contest, and we have to say that, Tommy. I know you're looking with a blank stare.
No, for the contest, yes, we do have the company's approval to put them in the box. However, they are not part of the contest. I get what you're saying. I'm following.
Okay.
I told you I'm not as dumb as I look.
Hey, you know what, Dan? I told Tommy let's do a contest, and I said, can you look up like the rules and everything? I waited a week and I heard nothing, and so you know what? I'll look up at all the rules, and so we have to state that it's in the terms and conditions of what there is a community group that you have to put a link to, so we have that in there.
Also, real quick, I also want to take the time to tell people to check out Dan's page, Hook'em Dano.
Yes, please follow Dan.
So please follow Dan. Everybody that is anybody should follow that page.
He should, and they do. You know what? Dan has he has referred over people to us.
Good.
Death by Hook.
Yep.
Death by Hook is quite active too, and he's one of Dan's followers. So
awesome.
Thank you again. How much do you think we could thank Dan?
Yeah, no problem. I try to spread the word.
You know what? Honestly, there's no amount that we can actually thank Dan. Like, there's no ending to it because he's just been fun. Actually, I look forward to the random text messages that I get from Dan. And, you know, we talked about the Dr. Love thing. I don't know if you heard about the Dr. Love
Let's
bit.
explain to everybody who's listening on the podcast, because we are recording this for Dan. And I don't know if Dan has a picture or something he wants to talk about. We kind of took over, but because Dan is part of our constant contact, our communication. Mm-hmm. So just the other day, somebody posted in I'm an Outsider group. They loved our group so much, they wanted to announce that they were single, and they were looking for someone
and ready to mingle.
That's exactly what they said. They had a photo of people kissing, and that he was looking for a good woman. I imagine he wanted somebody who fishes.
Yeah.
And that's why he put it there. But Dan came up with an idea for a show. It's a subgroup. I like the idea. I keep getting no's from the investors, and they're trying to shut it down. But Dan came up with this idea to have a subgroup for Tommy the Love Doctor.
We should just have a little segment.
And I can't do the narrating voice because I have a smile on my face at the moment. But I could hear it.
Oh yeah.
Like
we hooked you up with the perfect bait. Now the perfect mate. The Love Doctor. Outsider Love Connections. Coming soon.
Brought to you by Tommy.
That was pretty good. I could totally like
I hope
trailers for movies.
I hope you get a voiceover connection out of this. If any.
One man, one mission. Liam Neeson and I'm coming for you.
We do get a few people from the movie production through an app that I use to network. So they are listening.
Oh, perfect. Maybe I might get my big break.
You already have your big break.
I won't have to sit next to you.
You don't even show up to it.
I'm a diva, man. Like
you are a diva.
I'm just upset that all my green M&Ms aren't here.
Dan, when he got in today, he was like, "Where's my beer? How come it's not poured yet?" You know what? We love the humor, Dan. Thanks for giving us some ideas, and we like that when you comment on there to everyone too. Sometimes I'm a bit like, oh man, I wish I would have said that, but I'm glad Dad did.
Yeah, no, you know what? I'm actually, we should take a trip out to Montana and hang out and have a beer with Dan. I think we should do that.
That'd be sweet.
You know, when I saw that picture of it, looked like you were like engineer of some type of train on the track, and I was like, I need to be on that train. What was that, by the way?
Yeah, it's fun. Sometimes it gets boring. Also, yeah, I was in our locomotive here in the yard.
See, he works on choo-choos.
You know what? Even though you said that weirdly,
that's what he works on.
I still, every little boy played with trains.
You still do.
Well, I have a son, and so
no, those are yours. I've seen them.
Well, I held on to them. And my daughter plays with trains. We get on the train just for pure enjoyment. Maybe it's just my enjoyment. I don't know, but we still do that.
Yeah, it's just yours.
Probably. There's a little train station right here. It's called Goat Hill Junction. It's probably a mile.
The mini train?
We get on that. It's free.
Yeah, you sit on the front of it, don't you? You're like, whee!
I love everything about it. So let's talk about fishing, because we're kind of getting off track.
Well, you were the one.
I know.
Off track.
How dare you? I got excited because we had Dan on the line, and
you hear that? You hear that, Dan? He got excited because you were on the line. That's weird.
This is a family
I did hear that.
I would be a bit concerned.
It's a family show.
I didn't say anything wrong.
You were headed down the wrong route.
Was I on the wrong track again?
Pun. I don't know that you know what. I didn't know that you knew what pun means. So good for you.
I told you. Not as dumb as I.
Well, you don't necessarily need to know what something means to use it.
Yeah, exactly. You don't know how to spell half the words you use, Paul.
Well, I skip letters. Like subscribe, I add an S. Yeah. I take out the B. It's subscribe. Yeah. It may have something to do with the amount of beer I drink by the time the show's over,
You also count to potato. So anyway.
So how I saw the picture, Dan. It looks like there's some snow on the ground. Have you had any time to get out and get your pole in the water?
I haven't. It's been really icy here the last couple days. We've been having heavy fog every night, and then it's an ice skating rink, 25 miles an hour on the highway. It's super fun.
That's no fun. That's no
fun. I'm hoping maybe to get out ice fishing still this week while I'm here in North Dakota. See if I can catch some walleye at night, but summer fishing's pretty much done.
Send us in some photos of the ice fishing, man. We haven't had yet. No. I take that back. We had one.
Yeah, Chris.
But yeah, no, we should.
And I just put out an article by our blogger. I haven't actually written an article in some time, but I do write the articles for our blog.
Yeah, and we have a blogger that writes.
And we have a blogger, Eddie White.
Eddie White, who writes a lot of our other blogs.
He's a professional fisherman. He's from.
And he wrote a blog
Minnows. About. He's from. He has a company.
He's from.
Bucket Minnows.
Team Bucket Minnow.
Bucket Minnow.
Yeah, but he wrote an article about ice fishing. So I'm actually curious to see if we're going to get some more ice fishing photos in, and if you by chance get some time off of work to go and do that, please do.
And if you want to submit an article, Dan, our following doesn't particularly care if it's not that you wouldn't be able to write an article, but I do the editing. I know I look retarded, but I actually do write.
He doesn't look it, but yeah. Anyway, Dan, have fun at work.
Hey, well, I wasn't done with Dan. Does Dan want to get off the phone? We took over for Dan.
I was done when you said what you said.
I had to cut him off because it sounded like you were saying goodbye to Dan, and I didn't want to. If Dan has anything he wants to say, you can promote your social media platform or anything you want to. I mean, he could talk as if he's part of the outsider group.
He's actually part of the family here. So
he is part of the family. So, but I wanted to give him
thanks, guys.
His time on the radio.
Don't be so happy. I mean, you're part of this family in a sense. So it's we put the
that's all right.
We put the fun in dysfunctional. That's what we do.
We have a couple.
I did get in trouble from the girlfriend though because I wanted to steal a bunch of stuff that came out of the trout boxes I got from you guys as presents.
See, there you go.
Well, we're glad that it was good enough to steal.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah, there was some really good stuff in there.
Well, Dan, go ahead and say what you need to say or say what you want to say.
And if you don't have anything, it's okay.
Or if you just want to say Paul sucks, because I say it all the time.
I care.
Well, I was going to say, if anybody wants, they can follow me on Facebook. It's just Dan Ogren. I do have a page, Hook 'em Dano, on there as well. I haven't done a whole lot with it yet.
Okay.
Instagram is HED Outdoors, and then Hook 'em Dano on YouTube, too. I don't have anything up yet, but I just ordered a camera and stuff, so hopefully I'll get some content up soon.
Awesome.
Yeah. And we use a here. Let's give Dan our giveaway stuff because it's Gleam. Gleam we use to give away free stuff. That's a good platform to use.
You want to text him it or?
Okay.
It's what we're using on our homepage. When you click on to win free stuff, it's gleam.io, and that'll help give away free stuff and you could just copy and paste our terms and conditions. I did all the groundwork for us, and no need to. I guess you got to.
Do you want me to clap for you? Do you want a cookie?
No, I'm actually telling Dan. It's a good way to grow all your platforms. Otherwise, you're just doing free giveaways for a specific.
I thought you were just rubbing it in that you did all the work. I did all the groundwork.
No, everybody knows that. If they're fans of us, they already know that you just show up and try to be a pretty face.
I am the pretty face. I am. Dude, I'm Dr. Love. You don't even know.
Pleasure talking to you, Dan. Yeah, I mean, he's on our text message constant contact thing, so it's not like it's goodbye.
Yeah. So and Dan, you're on there. You're on there with the family, just so you know. So you're in there with everybody. So you'll
Nice.
every once in a while you might see a message from one of us idiots, and it's usually myself or Felix.
How do you like that? You know what? Let's mention about what happened to us yesterday. We had our competitor talk about us, and you know what? We have our attorney costs $250 an hour, so I thought about maybe like contacting him, but why? Why when I love?
It's just fun.
It's a big enough pond for everybody to fish in. They grew the group. All the competitors expanded this space. And so I actually was a little excited that they even mentioned us. Were you not? Was I is that just me?
It's just, to me, I find it just fun. I just find it funny.
I think it's great. Like we actually made it enough for them to mention our name.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, from all of us here at Outsider Tackle Box, Dan, tight lines.
Tight lines, bud. Take care.
More.
Have fun at work. Hopefully we didn't get you in trouble while you were on the phone with us. Yeah.
Oh no, I'm good. I have a few breaks I can use up. So.
See, there you go. Perfect. Sorry you used them on us.
All right, Dan.
All right, take care, Dan. Have a good one, bud.
All right, you guys have a good one.
Take
care. Bye.
Bye.